Now, while marketers are mainly concerned with making a profit, there are three other goals of pricing. So the second goal would be to gain a specific market share or position. The third goal would be to achieve an ROI, a return on investment. And the fourth goal would be to meet or match the competition. So we're going to break down each one of these goals a little bit more in depth, starting with gaining a specific share of the market or earning a specific market position. When we talk about market share is the company's percentage of their total sales divided by all competitors in a given market. So for example, if I look at the market share of gaming consoles, I would take every single gaming console ever sold, and then I would separate that out and I take each business and I divide it by the total amount. So you'll see that the PlayStation 4 in March of 2019 had 56% of the total market share of gaming consoles, and the Nintendo Switch only had 19%. So companies use market share to figure out how they are doing in terms of a specific product in relation to their competitors. In addition to the market share, marketers are also interested in knowing their company's market position. Now, market position is their standing in relation to their competitors. And so, for example, if we look at the cookies in the US market, we've got Oreo that has $510 million worth of sales, and that makes them the market leader in the cookie market. Versus Snackwells, they've got $143 million of sales, and that makes them fourth in terms of market position. So the position can also be used to calculate the share, but it's just a ranking in numbered order of how high you are on that list. So we've covered the first two goals of price, making a profit, and then market share, market position. The third goal of price was to have a certain return on investment. This is often referred to as to achieve a specific ROI. Now, return on investment is a calculation that's used to determine the relative profitability of a product. And so it's found by taking your entire profit divided by your investment, and your answer is actually going to be expressed as a percentage. So profit is another word for return, and that's where we get this vocab word return on investment. So in order to find our ROI, we first need to be able to find our profit. Now, profit is found by taking the price that we're charging minus any costs and expenses. Once we have our profit, again, we divide that by our entire investment, and that's going to tell us what percent are we actually getting back on what we originally invested. So in this example, I said I'm selling trash cans for $8. They cost me $6.50 to make. I want to know what my ROI is. So the first thing I'm going to do is determine my profit. And remember, that's by taking the price that I'm going to sell it at and subtracting the cost to make that. So I would take $8 minus the $6.50 that it costs to make. Now I'm going to divide that by my total investment. My investment is everything that I've put into the product. So essentially it's the costs to make that. So I'm going to divide it by $6.50. So I'm taking 8 minus 6.5, and I'm dividing that amount by 6.5 again. And then I am converting this to a percentage because return on investment is always a percentage. So the top percent that you can ever get on a test is 100. So if I multiply this decimal by 100, return on investment is 23%. Now remember, in addition to making a profit, gaining a specific market share or position, or achieving a return on investment, we also had the pricing goal to potentially meet or match the competition. And this simply means that we are literally following the price of the industry leader or calculating an average price of other competition. One of the best examples of meeting the competition in terms of pricing would be gas. So for example, in Dodge Center, we've got Quick Trip, we've got Casey's. Right now, they're the exact same price, $2.07. It may vary a cent or two, but we're aiming to meet the price of the competition.